This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College, the college of choice for students who learn differently. Visit lcdistraction.org to learn how Landmark College supports students with ADHD and other learning differences. Find your place at Landmark College. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. You know, one of the best things, I think, about living in New England is the 4 seasons that we enjoy. I've spent almost my entire life in New England, with the exception of 4 years as a little boy when I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and 4 years in my 20s when I went to medical school down in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, I love both of those cities. Charleston is absolutely just a storybook of a city, a romantic, absolutely marvelous city. And New Orleans is unique in the United States. New Orleans is its own just culture, cuisine, people, language, everything. Both of those cities, I was so lucky to have spent the 4 years I spent in both of them. But New England, with its 4 seasons, it's just very special. And we're now entering into, of the 4 seasons, my favorite one, which is normally called fall, but I like to call it autumn, because fall suggests to me a fall. And I don't like to fall. Who likes to fall? I like to rise. I don't want to fall. So I like to think of it as autumn. Plus, autumn is the title of maybe the most perfect poem ever written, John Keats's Ode to Autumn. A perfect poem, and I commend it to you. For those of you who like great poetry, it is nearly a perfect poem. Autumn. And isn't the word autumn, doesn't it just sound more like the season than fall? Fall just doesn't get it. Fall doesn't get it. Autumn gets it. Autumn, it's ripe, it's round, autumn is about apples been falling off the tree. It's about corn getting ripe and being eaten. It's about the colors in New England, the oranges and the reds and the blaze, it's the cliche of the full fall foliage, which just trips off the tongue. But it is true. The colors are just blazing on the brain. And then the crispness in the air. There's a chemical reason for that. Someone once told me it's negative ions, but whatever it is, there's just this crispness to the air, and there's nothing like one of those crisp autumn afternoons. You can almost smell the apple cider. You can smell the leaf piles being burned, the sound of the hoofs of the horses with the hay rides. I mean, all these. You can go back to apple picking with my kids, with Sue, and the special ladders that they have for putting on an apple tree. And of course, for us, the football season, because we would go to Patriots games and drive down to Foxborough for the tailgating ceremonies and the barbecue and throwing the footballs around and just the marvelous smell of the burgers and the hot dogs and the excitement of the games. And again, that crispness in the air, that the beautiful sun, and it just is. Autumn just has this sense of yes, impending winter, impending cold, impending freeze. At the same time, it's after the season of warm, bees buzzing, roads under repair, swimming beaches. So it's in between the season of rest and relaxation, and the autumn coming between summer and winter, and just putting itself there for us to just bite into like an apple, a crisp, juicy apple. And we bite into it and bite into it. And then before you know it, winter has come and autumn is gone. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell for Distraction. Send a voicemail or memo or email with your thoughts to connect at distractionpodcast.com. That's connect at distractionpodcast.com. We'll be sure to share your comments in a future episode. Distraction is created by Sounds Great Media. Our producer is the ever wonderful, beautiful, and effervescent Sarah Guertin, and the podcast is recorded and mixed by the amazingly talented Pat Keogh.